What is poppin'? So I thought I'd do a little 2-in-1, like a food review slash. I got some food. I got this pad thai, tofu pad thai. I got this, like, it's a curry chicken bun. Curry chicken bun. I was like, oh yeah, I need to try that. This is that. And this is just paper. You gotta peel off of it. A little bit of it is open, so you can kind of see. I don't know what I'm gonna try first. And then I got these. I don't know what these are, but I see them. I thought they look good. They look like tacos. So I was like, let me try it. So I'm gonna try these while I tell you about teaching in Thailand. So first we got these little taco things. I'm gonna try this first. So it's good. The outside is sweet. I want to say this is cheese. I'm not sure what this is. It's not cheese. I don't know what it is. What's good? It's definitely not a taco. It's something I couldn't eat every day, but it's definitely like nice and sweet. A little hints of like bitterness, but it's good. I thought this was cheese. I feel like if it was cheese, it would be better. And I got another kind. The inside has not cheese, but I don't know what that red stuff is. Let's try it. I don't even know how to eat this. Still really sweet. I don't know if this is supposed to be a dessert. What the hell is supposed to be? But it's sweet. Like really sweet. And which I wasn't in the mood for sweet stuff. So I was expecting that to be a little bit more like spicy, or I don't know what I was expecting that to be, but it's not a fucking taco. I'm gonna get that right now. It's not a taco. El chalupo. So let's try the curry chicken bun. And I got all of this stuff from the mall, Citrus Festival. If you come here to Chiang Mai, there are two malls here. There's Citrus Festival and there's Maya Mall. My favorite mall, I think I like Citrus Festival more than I like Maya. But what I do like about Maya is like, there's more, you see more foreign people at Maya than you do at Citrus Festival. At least in my experience here so far. I've seen more foreign people at Maya Mall versus Citrus Festival Mall. But they're both really good malls and they have a lot of stuff. They have, of course, a food court. There are a couple of places in Maya Mall, like they have one on the basement floor, like a food court there, and then they have one on like the 5th floor, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think there's 6 floors, so on the 5th floor, or it might be the 4th floor. Either 4th or 5th. You don't know when you come, but they have like a huge food court where you can get more. I would say the bottom, the basement food court is more, it's good for if you want some like dessert, sweet stuff. They do have other types of food, but it's good if you want sweet stuff because they got bakery, donuts, And then they have Rimping Market, which is basically a grocery store. So you could go in there. I would go in there all the time and give me a little sake. Because they have like the flavor sakis that are really cheap and good. And in Central, they have the basement floor, or the first, I guess that would be considered the first floor. That has all of the, like that's just mostly the food court. You'll find other little places outside of the food court that you can eat at, but that's like, yeah, that's where all the food is mostly. But yeah, I was in there for an interview today, and that's what I wanted to talk about today with y'all. Just thought I'd give y'all a little, because I was hungry and I was like, I also want to make this video, so let me give a little food review, as well as tell y'all about teaching in Thailand, because I just had an interview and I'm about to leave that full-time position. My contract is about to be over, but I'm probably about to end it early because I cannot. So I'm going to end that early and then just, yeah, work part-time, because your girl is not I really can't. I enjoy teaching, but I just can't with like certain students and like just the atmosphere. First of all, the school that I work at, let me go ahead and tell y'all, but first we're gonna try this curry chicken. This is really good. Really good. The outside is really soft, a little sweet, but the inside has like potatoes, curry, and chicken. It's so good. I give this a, well, first let me rate the tacos. I give the tacos, let me try them when I'm like in a sweet mood. But so far, since I'm not in a sweet mood, I give them maybe like a 6 out of 10. These I give, I give these an 8 out of 10. Look at the filling. If you can even see it, my phone ain't, look, my camera ain't cameraing. So good. Put a little hot sauce on here. That thing be, if you put some hot sauce on here, I do got some sriracha I might put on there, but let me put some, hold on, let me tell you how it is with the sriracha. You know, black folk gotta make shit look spicy. Or just me. Maybe not all black folk, but put some of this sriracha up on there. Some of that up on there. What that tastes like. So sriracha. I just made that go up to, I say about a 9 out of 10. I should got like 2 more of these. I just wanted to try though. Make you want to sing, because it's spicy, a little bit of sweetness. The outside is so soft and chewy. The inside has that good curry. You know some food. You know some food is good when you having seizures about that. About that shit. Try not to cuss. And a pad thai. It looks, I mean, pad thai is gonna be pad thai anywhere you go. But I like these because I prefer these type of noodles. Sometimes they'll have different kinds of noodles in them, but this is like pad thai meat. So let's try pad thai. I'm putting some sriracha on this because I'm sorry, I just can't live my life without sriracha or hot sauce or anything that mixed up a little bit more flavorful. Let me see. Trying to see what that be like. Okay, pad thai. This pad thai is good. It's nice, it's flavorful. Of course, even more flavorful since I had sriracha. A little tofu. I love tofu. Okay. Say one more bite of that. One more little bite, but then I'm gonna get into my stories about the school that I work at. Two more bites. Two more bites. Two more bites. All right. With that bun. Okay, so this I give. I make pad thai. It tastes like pad thai. I give this I give this an 8 out of 10. I think without the sriracha it might be like a 7.5. But that sriracha be making stuff just like go up in the, put this close, but let me tell y'all about my experience so far as a teacher. So far as a teacher, the experience has been a challenging one. I will admit that it has been challenging, but not in a way that I can't handle it, but in a way to where I'm just very aware of it. And I can handle anything. I think a lot of us can, you know, especially a lot of the times we will put ourselves through things because we feel like we don't have a choice. I'm the type of person where I always feel like we have a choice. You know, I feel like there's always a choice. And you just kind of have to pick your poison with what you want to experience when it comes to teaching abroad. Because you're going to have challenging experiences. You're going to have good experiences. You're going to evolve so much, just understanding yourself, understanding how to be more patient, how to just navigate through being in a new country, dealing with, if you've never been a teacher before, I would say before you teach, at least experience that in your home country before you come to another country and teach. At least experience it first, because it just will give you a better idea as to what teaching is like, and then you'll be able to kind of grasp the concept a lot easier once you get your TEFL. I think that getting your teacher license is a little bit more beneficial because you can find a lot more higher paying jobs if you have a teacher's license in your home country. For example, like you can get a job in Dubai, you can get a job. Now there are certain companies that will hire you with just a TEFL and your bachelor's degree, but essentially it's better to just have a teacher's license because they'll automatically see that, and they will it just kind of puts you at a higher ranking and a higher salary pay too, because you have your teacher's license. I don't have my teacher's license. I've never taught before. The only thing I've taught, has been like mindfulness to kids, and I did that for a while. And of course, like when I was growing up, I like babysat and then I worked for daycares, and I've been dealing with kids, you know, for a very long time now. I've been teaching in my way. I've been teaching kids for a very long time, but just not in like what I would say a professional like school teacher setting. And it's a lot different than what you would think, because you have this mindset that you're so ready to start traveling. You're so ready to start experiencing something new. You're so ready to, you know, just go to a different place and get away from America or Canada or Australia or wherever you may be, where you're thinking you're considering teaching abroad. And I will also tell you that if you're coming to Thailand to teach, you do not make a lot of money here. You don't. Not enough money to be able to save. In places like, if you're coming for money to fund your traveling, The place that you would want to be would be more like Bangkok, because they typically pay more, where you can save a little bit more. Phuket, I've realized, I've seen a lot of applications. I've seen a lot of job postings about Phuket, and they usually usually pay more. Sorry, y'all. That's another thing. The school that I'm working at, I keep getting sick. Since I started working at that school. And I know I'm not tripping, because everybody's sick at that school. Everybody. The kids are sick. The kids walk around like the teachers walk around. I was talking, there's another black teacher that works at my school. Teacher Tanya, shout out to her. She's amazing. She is so awesome. We actually had our first like conversation. I know we've been so anxious to like talk to each other, because we're only 2 black people there. We're only 2 black women there at that. So, and as soon as we got to like really actually have a conversation, it was just like, yes, it's like we needed to be able to vent and express ourselves, because I'm telling you, if you go to a certain school, depending on where you're at, it can be stressful. It can be. Now, this is just my experience. This is just based off of my experience. And, you know, you may have other people to tell you different things, but it just depends on you, because we all have our own different perspective and how we take in things. We all have our own different patient level. We have our own different being able to have class management and navigate. We just have different things, so you just can't go off of my experience. I'm just letting you know what my experience is, so that you can have a little bit more awareness when it comes to whenever you come to Thailand, because they don't pay a lot here. They don't. You won't, if you're coming to Thailand to fund your travel expenses, this is not the place. Okay, and I wish I would have known that. I had 2 places in mind that I wanted to go to: Costa Rica and Thailand. Excuse me. Costa Rica is the same, where they don't really pay you a lot either, but I would have still been closer to home. So if I didn't feel like I was making enough, or I felt like I just needed to save a little bit more, it would have been easier to just leave and, you know, go back home or do whatever the case, just to save a little bit more money. You know, it's good to get the experience, though. I'm happy that I'm getting the experience being in Thailand. I feel very, 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 very grateful, because not everybody gets this experience. Everybody doesn't even have the courage to want to leave where they're from to be able to explore other places, or see another different place or different culture and a different mindset at that, because this is a Buddhist country. A lot of things are they're just different. They're just different. And the way people navigate through life is just so much more different than how Christians or Muslims or whoever the case navigate through life. So, you know, it's a lot more carefree. It's a lot more laid back. It's a lot more, you know, take accountability for your own stuff. Take accountability for you. You know, that has its pros and cons to it. It does, just like everything. But my school that I work at right now, I would say it's not a horrible school, but there are just certain things, there's certain little things that just really, I personally just cannot with. I just cannot with, but I love the students. I love working with the teachers. Everyone's really sweet. That's definitely a pro about it. Like, everyone's really sweet. No one gets angry. Nobody's like, da 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 da. You know, I did have an incident the other day, though, where a kid got angry and like just flipped I don't know. So this is the story. Like, I was in class teaching. It was the end of class, so we were just like, you know, finishing up really. And I'm like, okay guys, da 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 da. And one of the kids is like standing up, whispering in another kid's ear. And I'm like, hey, go sit down. Because I had already told him to sit down. I was like, hey, go sit down. I told you to sit down. What are you still standing up for? Go sit in your seat. And all of a sudden, the boy, he was still kind of like standing right there, but he was about to walk back to the seat. And all I see is the student sitting down was like, and like hits the bangs on the table like, And then he's like, he gets up, flips the table, and I'm like, I'm just standing there like watching it all unfold. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, what's wrong? So I run over there to him, and I like pick up the table, and he's sitting down, and he just puts his head on the table, and he's like bursting out crying. And I'm like, I just hug him, and I couldn't do nothing but just hug him because I didn't know what else to do. I'm like, you know, when there is a certain amount of anger in somebody, all you can do is just react with that, or whatever the word I'm trying to use. You know, the only thing you can use against that is love. And I'm telling you, it works every time. That's all you can do is just be like, look, you know, you need some loving. So I just hugged him, and I was just like, it's okay. I patted his head. I was like, it's all right. Now, Thai tradition, patting the head, even though a lot of the children, and I see adults even do it too, it will definitely hit you on the head. But in Thai tradition, you're not even supposed to touch like people's head. I guess it's mainly without permission, but people still be doing it. I see it a lot. So I was just like caressing him, like, what's going on? What's wrong? And then I told the class, I was like, everyone just leave him alone. Like, don't say nothing else to him for the rest of the day. Everybody was like, okay. So, you know, and I see him outside standing in the corner, and I'm pretty sure a Thai teacher seen him crying and like got him or whatever. But, you know, that was just so shocking to me because I'm like, you know, and it really hurt my heart because I'm like, what are you going through? And like, as a healer, you want to be able to like just fix people's problems and fix what they're going through, but you can't. Like, all you can do is just give them that support and that attention, but you can't be the person to fix anything. They can only be the person to fix whatever is going on internally. So that happened. But other than that, nothing too crazy has happened at the school besides like, you know, one of the teachers, she's pregnant or was pregnant, and she just had her baby. So that was my teacher, one of my teacher assistants. So now I'm just like, there's certain classes where I really need a translator and I need somebody in there, because if not, the kids aren't paying attention because they don't understand what I'm saying to them. And it's just like, I have a classroom full of 50 students that I have to have classroom management in. And I get tired of yelling. I get tired of like, hey, sit down. I get tired of, you know, not even, I don't yell, but I boy, like I bang on the freaking whiteboard, like pow, 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 all my might. And I promise you, them kids be like, they just look at me like, is she gonna hit us? And it's like, you don't know, you never know. Like, so sit down and be quiet because you're doing the most. Like, listen to what I'm saying to you. And I'm always telling them, like, English is a great language to learn. So just be more aware, want to learn it, have more motivation to wanting to learn it. You know, but I'm patient and I'm kind. I will bang on I swear I will bang on the freaking board, and I literally will be like, now class, I don't want to have to do that. And that's just the art of me being a Gemini. Like, I can easily like switch up. I could probably punch somebody and be like, look, give me a hug. Give me a hug now, because hold on, y'all, let me turn my washing machine off because it's the most, I can't concentrate. I'm out here. But yeah, those that's some of the stuff. Like, it's just so interesting being a teacher, and I can only imagine what teachers in America go through. It ain't probably nothing in comparison to the teachers in Thailand, because at least like the kids kind of have some type of respect. I feel like if I was to do that, like bang on the whiteboard type thing, kids would just look at me like, okay, and I could bang. They'll probably get up and start banging on the whiteboard too in America. They'll be like, we making a beat, teacher? What's good? Like, so I'm glad that they still kind of have that like respect in a way. Now, I was teaching, I did a demo class for a company. Like I said, I had an interview earlier, so I did a demo class, and those kids were all from South Korea, and they were not listening. Like, I'm like, okay, like some students were like sliding out of their chair on the floor, laying on the floor. I'm so tired, teacher. I just want to lay on the floor. Like, one of the girls was so freaking dramatic. She was like, I told them to draw an animal on the whiteboard, and she drew a jellyfish. And I swear, she said the deepest thing. She was like, I want to be a jellyfish because all they have to do is just flow in life. They don't have to. I'm about anything else. They just, and she like did the jellyfish movement, and like she like went to a corner and then like just slid down slowly on the ground. And I'm like, she's like, and then she was like, like, I'm like, girl, okay, you're a real deep person. Okay, get up off the floor. Stop getting on the floor. Like, them kids was, yeah, and it was only like 6 of them in the class. And I wasn't, like, I didn't feel any aggravation towards it. I'm just like, okay, I had to keep regrouping them to focus. So, like I said, teachers, you have to have a lot of patience being a teacher. No, I'm pretty sure no matter where you're at, you could be in China, you could be in Taiwan, you could be in Thailand, you can be in freaking Dubai, you can be in the Netherlands. All kids need patience. They all need patience, and they all want and crave some type of attention. So, especially if they're not getting that at home, no matter what race, ethnicity they are, if they're not getting that attention at home or that support and that love, they're going to show that at school or wherever they can, you know, to get that attention. And the kids want to play. Kids always want to play. Always. And no matter what age, they always want to play. So it's interesting to see, because it lets me know even more that I don't know if I want kids or not. Like, I want kids, but at the same time, I'm like, like, I'm telling you, like, people be having kids and like really don't, they love their kids, but they really don't be liking them. Like, they really don't be liking their kids. Like, to have to, unless you're just a naturally playful, patient, you know, and I feel like naturally people do become that after having kids, and especially to keep having kids, like, you know, you become that eventually. So people with kids probably already are used to it, but and then they be there. If you become a teacher, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know, like, you know, it is what it is. I can't say if it's the same thing or not, because I don't have any children. I don't have any children. I have been having a little bit of baby fever, but I only have baby fever if I'm talking to somebody who I really like, and that seems to be just, I just, it's something about me, just, I can't, something about my attraction to somebody where it's like, if you're not showing me that you're as interested as me in me as I am you, then I kind of just be like, oh, interest fading away. Love is going to always be there, but the interest will just kind of like mellow out, because I refuse. Like, I'm not a weirdo. I'm not gonna just keep being like, here's how I feel, and then the person's like, look how you feel. So I'm just like, back to just, you know, focusing on the singular self, because I don't want to sell myself short trying to put energy towards something that, you know, somebody else is not trying to put energy towards. That just doesn't make sense to me. So, but one day, you know, if I, you know, meet that person, or not meet, but attract, because I don't think you meet the person, I think you attract the person. You attract whoever is on your frequency at that time, and whoever, you know, whatever frequency you're on, that's what you're going to attract. And if you decide to have kids with that person, that's what you're going to manifest. You plus that other person frequency is going to manifest that. So, you know, you got to just be mindful about who you give yourself to and who you want to have kids with. And I want to have kids with somebody who I truly love, who truly loves me back, who truly admires me, supports me, because I know I'm going to give all those things back. I know for a fact. I know me. I know myself. So I know I'm going to always be that person that is going to always be there truly for somebody, because that's just who I am as a person naturally. I'm like that way with my friends. I'm like that way with my family. Even if I don't have like the material things, I still try to be there. And if I'm not there, it's probably for a reason, because I'm protecting myself. Okay. Because, you know, you can't give your energy to everybody, like, seriously. And brings me back to teaching. If you come here to Thailand, like, don't just settle for one job and think that's the all and be all. And I think that's what me and teacher Tanya was talking about. It's like, don't just settle for one thing. Know that you have options. You have a TEFL certification. Know that you can explore other places. Know that you can explore other areas. Know that you can, I don't have to just stay here in Chiang Mai. I can go to Bangkok. I can go to Phuket. I can go anywhere I want. I can go but the hell back home and teach there. Not teach like, I mean, like, teach online, not teach like in the schools, because that I would never do that to myself, you know, unless I'm just like a summer camp counselor or something. That would be cute. But essentially, I think that, you know, a lot of the times people come here and they have certain expectations, and the expectations just don't weigh out to be what they expected. So, you know, some people leave, some people be like, I can't do this, they leave. Some people be like, you know what, it is what it is. I want to travel, I want to be in Thailand, I'm just going to accept it, and it ain't that bad, and keep lying to themselves, even if they do go home every day stressed, tired. Tanya was like, she said, girl, I feel like I done aged about 20 years. I feel like, you know, I feel old. And I'm like, girl, she's like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm aging. And I'm like, me too. I literally go home and be like, oh my God, my face is like, I literally feel like I was supposed to come to Thailand and glow up, not glow down. Like, this is not what the plan was. It was, I see people like Isaiah. Oh, I was about to call him Isaiah Rashad. I don't know his last name, but Isaiah, the one that makes videos in Bangkok, the real popular guy, black guy, he done glowed up since he been in Thailand, looking good. But you see me, like, I feel like I have like lost some lives a little bit, and it's getting to me, and I keep thinking to myself like, girl, just go back home. just go back home. Just go, because you're not. It's not. But I'm like, no, don't give up, you know. Also, don't pressure yourself to stay somewhere where you don't feel like it's right for you. Like, don't do it just because you're trying to prove a point to yourself or anybody else. Do what is right for you and what you feel like is natural for you. I feel like if I go back home, though, I'm going to be back in the same boat that I was in. I love my friends, I love my family, and I love North Carolina. I do love North Carolina. I just don't like Charlotte, North Carolina, because there's too many damn people there. And there's too many people moving there. Everybody and their mama moving there. The pollution is going up. Like, everything is just like, and then with the elections coming up and all that other, it's just entertainment and it's messiness and it's just toxic. And I just am like, do I want to still deal with that? Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like you have a choice of whether you're involved in it or if you're kind of just standing at the sidelines. Like, there's some crazy shit, eating popcorn and stuff like that. And I'm really one of those people where I be like, people try to talk to me about politics and I'm like, you don't even know about politics. You don't even know nothing. All you do is look at social media and be like, yeah, this is how I feel. Like, and it's not, because you haven't researched, you don't know nothing. But yeah, you want to decide who you want to vote for that's not even really a person that has anything to do with your fucking nothing. Like, they still have to go through Congress. Like, the people who you should be voting for is your congressmen, your this, your that, all the other people, basically, who actually have a say-so over your taxes, over all these other things. And I don't know a lot. Like I said, I don't know a lot about politics, so I can't really say if that's right or wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention in, I'm pretty sure that was in history class when we learned about, like, the different parties and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what class that was in. See, this is how much I didn't pay attention. That's why I try to give grace to, like, kids who aren't paying attention, because I'm like, yeah, my ass won't even paying attention to this stuff. So I can't even blame you. But at the same time too, you know, just if you come to Thailand to teach, make sure you're making your classes interesting. You're making your learners want to learn. You're making them, you know, not making them, but you're yourself. It's all like you're taking accountability for all that stuff, because that's what's going to keep students engaged into who you are. I was also thinking, like, maybe I'm best with like nursery and kindergarten, but at the same time, I don't want to be, I just don't want to have to be somebody entertainer every day, because that's what you got to do for kids. Like, you got to be like, hello kids, let's play. And it's like, am I that person to do that every day? Some days I just feel like poop. And I just don't want to entertain somebody. You know, if I wanted to get paid to be an entertainer, hell, I would have been a damn singer, or I would have been a damn entertainer. But so that's why I'm just like, it's just all like, I feel like I'm in a tornado right now, because there's so many things I have to decide. There's so many things I have to get done. And, you know, those were some of my experiences though here so far. in Thailand. It can be the most. It can be draining, and you can literally want to run away. But give it time. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself too. Don't just be patient with the kids. You gotta give yourself patience, because that's the only way you're gonna learn patience. And be gentle with yourself, because I always tell myself I have to be more gentle with myself, because sometimes I get so like, what are you doing? Like, stop doing this to yourself. And you know, it just really takes a lot of patience. So yeah, is there anything else I wanted to tell y'all? I don't know. Let me take a bite of this pad thai and I'll think about it, because this video kind of long and I really didn't want it to be this long, but I had to get my little. What I like about pad thai is you can eat this cold or hot. This was cold when it was given to me, but I can heat this up and it still be good. I can put it in the refrigerator and it still be good. I really want another one of those buns. Like, that was really good. But yeah. Sorry, not trying to. But yeah, I really don't. I'm considering going to another place. I just don't know. I want to be able to save money. This ain't it for me. Like, if I can't, I didn't come. My thing is, I didn't travel to teach. I'm teaching to travel. I'm one of them people. And some people, they literally will get stuck here. I meet people who be like, that'll be your first warning right there. That's your first warning. It's not even, but you could take it as a warning, or you could take it as a, just like motivation. Like, people, you'll meet people, the first day or two I was here, a girl was like, yeah, I've been here for 12 years. And like, with a smile on her face, and I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, okay. She's like, I came and I never wanted to leave. This is my home, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. You meet other people. I've been here for 15 years. I've been here for 13 years. I've been here for 25 years. I've been here for 60 years. Like, and I'm just like, okay, all right. This is starting to get a little scary. Because like, people come to travel, but then they end up just staying here in Thailand, which is not a bad thing at all. Because if you love it and you know it's your home and you know it's where you want to be, by all means, do what you gotta do. But like, this, for me, I'm not one of them people. I can't, because I think there's a difference in wanting to be here and being stuck in this bitch. Like, right now, I'm on this end. I'm on the stuck in this bitch end. I want to be on this end. Like, you know, like, because I'm ready to go. I really am. I'm ready to leave Thailand. And it's a personal thing. I wasn't even supposed to be here that long. I wanted to be here for like maybe a year. And now, granted, I've only been here for 4 months. But I'm already a little like, I'm kind of over this. Like, you know, like, oh, I get it. But that's why I say I need to explore other parts of Thailand, because it doesn't take long for me to get very like bored with something, or just a place, and be like, okay, I need new things. I need to see new things. But yeah, I'm going to stop this video now because it's getting way too long. So I hope y'all, I'm about to eat a little piece of this little fake taco. But I hope y'all enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, all that other razzle dazzle. I really wish I knew what this was. This is a dessert though. It's not a choco. It's not a choco. All right. Love y'all. Peace.